Welcome to
Motor
Film
Project.
Budget, Episode 1. We haven't come up with a good episode title yet.
Yes, we did.
So
It's
we
Coup d'etat.
started-
It's Coup d'etat.
Oh, it's Coup d'etat. It's called Coup d'etat. So,
Which
yeah.
needs to be explained.
Program issues, so we're starting over. I'm Kevin.
I'm Mason. I'm Zach.
I'm John.
And I'm Noah.
And we're the Doodle Wives.
So, we're all from Loyal Freelancer Studios. If you haven't seen our YouTube channel, anything on there, please go do that. So,
We're not horrible, we promise.
yeah,
Dude, they already know.
They already know. A short film
I
on
can't
there,
promise
so,
How many views
Like-
is that show for now?
well,
Like 30.
it's got a good deal. We got 13 subscribers. We're working on it.
That's good.
We got over the 10 mark, which is good.
I have a question, Kevin. How many of those subscribers are from our are from our members?
Dude.
We're
Two
not
of them are
disclosing
mine.
That
I know I'm one
information.
of them.
I'm one of them.
I'm two of them.
Not disclosing
That's four! We're not past the 10 mark, we're only 9 people.
Alright, just some people. There's some people. Okay, anyways, first we're going to talk about our roles. So, I direct, edit, cinematography, which is fancy term for a camera operator, for you uneducated people.
You're really quiet, Kevin.
Oh, am I? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'll
talk
talk louder.
louder. We need to talk quiet.
Okay, once again, I'm director, editor, cinematographer, fancy term for camera operator.
All around.
Mason,
Dude.
yeah. Mason, go ahead.
I am an actor and soon to be writer. Trying to get me
on that one. Soon to be.
3 weeks late, writer.
Alright, Zach, go ahead.
I'm Zach. I act for the studio. I am a Canadian. I wear red and white, and I do things. Yeah.
He does things.
I'm John. I'm the.
Don't clap.
I'm the
peaks.
nerd.
The peaks,
Go
man.
ahead,
The
go ahead.
peaks.
I'm the nerd.
Dude, you're making peaks by saying that.
Alright.
I'm John. I'm the head writer, founder, and general I hate you person.
Fair
Very
enough.
fair enough.
I'm Noah. Along with acting, I'm also prop and costume head as well as location scout.
Cool.
There you
Clap.
So,
I'm
let's-
sad Noah
let's
and Mason
take,
didn't introduce themselves as
Let's
Canadians.
each talk about our job and why it's important to film, just like briefly. Try to keep it, basic stuff. So, directing. Obviously, directing is important because without a director, most of the time people don't know what they're doing. Sometimes they do. That never happens. I
One of
know
those
it's
people is you.
So directing, with directing, there's a lot to do. Basically, start pre-production. In case you don't know what that is, that's the stuff before you actually start filming. Yes, you have to plan stuff out. You
Isn't
don't
the
just
plan?
get on set and do stuff.
Yeah, it's the plan.
Thank you, Noah. I know I am talking quietly. So,
You should
directing.
start
So for pre-production, basically you get your script from the writer, which in our case I get the script from John, and most directors either storyboard or they do a shot list. But since I hate drawing, and I just end up doing a shot list because I hate drawing, and in my mind I can see the picture better than if I try to draw it and put it on paper. So that's why I don't storyboard. And in the real film industry, like out in the big projects and stuff, you hire a storyboard artist. So that's simple. We'll go back to my editing and other stuff later. Go ahead. So you guys, you three are actors, so why don't you guys talk about acting?
Oh, okay.
We'll do that last.
Oh, so
We really should have put Noah over there and put Kevin over here.
We really should have.
Yeah, whatever.
Want to switch?
Nah.
It's kind of- yeah, he's near a
John.
charger.
Yeah, I need my charger right here.
True.
So John, you want to talk about writing then? Since
Dude, writing's the worst.
writing's
Because I have to deal with people that won't write, Mason. And then,
Us projecting your ideas.
yeah, that's painful. They're good ideas, too. You guys,
Well,
what's
just
your
scrubs.
how many
Hey.
ideas of yours have been rejected at this point?
I would
enough
say
to make me cry at
John.
night.
I would
Enough to
say
make you
John
cry.
actually has a good 50% approval rate from us on his script ideas.
No, I think it's more like 60 as of
Ooh.
recently.
Sweet.
Originally, it was like 40.
Yeah,
Ooh,
but
wow, you
I
guys
think
are
that was
off
partially
on
because you would just say no without paying attention. That was kind of a big
Kevin.
Well,
flaw.
sometimes.
You've done that recently, too.
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
Kevin looks so
that's
confused.
because
No.
I was making our intro,
It
which
was
I will be
getting late that day.
showcasing. I will
Oh.
be showcasing on this live stream because it is not on any of our videos yet. This was made. It was made in After Effects, and that's all I'm telling you for now.
Kevin's very proud of it.
You know, we should probably get back on topic.
Yes.
Hey.
Right.
Alright.
So talk about
Right.
writing pre-production stuff like that.
Dude.
You are pre-production.
Yeah, essentially writing is the beginning thing. If there's no writer, there's nothing else.
True.
That's
Any tips for young writers out there?
you're gonna suck. Just face that fact. That's
so
it.
encouraging.
Optimism.
So now you guys can talk about
Acting.
So we're the three.
Well, no, we have
actors
to do
here.
acting last.
That is
Fine,
last.
That is
No,
last.
I
no,
still
no,
haven't-
it's not last because John and I are gonna both talk about editing.
And I have to talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
costume and props.
Okay.
Are you saying
Yeah.
that's useless?
Hey,
When did you do a
Visual
costume or
effects.
prop?
We
Okay.
haven't- I'm going to do it.
He has like 4 props. that
And
are on
I did
hold.
props for the intro.
All right. You know what? Since the rest of these group things, actually, Noah, go ahead with your costume
Location
and props.
All right.
We'll kind of combine that.
I have kind of 3 jobs: costume head, props head, and location scout. I haven't done too much of costume yet, but I'll get into that once
I
we
haven't seen
start
him
doing
do
more
anything.
films. Costume is important because you don't want them to be naked.
They have to wear
That's what
something.
you think.
You know, for loyal employee, I brought my own suit.
This will not be pornography. Props are good because they make the show more interesting, and location scouts. You need a location scout, otherwise
You know,
you'll-
obviously.
We're in this
Otherwise
guy's
you'll-
house right
You
now.
get-
you
gotta
won't
be-
know where to film.
You gotta be somewhere.
What for a location scout? What do you do? Like,
I,
specifically, any tips for people who want to be location scouts?
Just
No one wants to be a location scout.
Mommy,
Hey,
I
no,
want
it's
to be a
important.
location scout.
well,
What do you want to be?
take note of where you are. Knowing a lot about navigation is good. You know,
Yes.
I'm a Boy Scout. I know how to find my way in the middle of the night.
Dude, I was too. I was a great soap whittler.
Soap whittler.
Is that
Oh,
a
no.
Devin McKay reference?
All right. Anyways, so
Acting.
basically,
Oh.
what you like call businesses and if we need to film in a business.
Yeah, calling businesses, finding places where we're allowed to film, getting permission to film there, etc.
Alright.
The
So
chair?
cinematography.
Yeah. Like, just tilt it.
Basically, cinematography is.
There you go.
I mean, the basic term is camera operator, but to me, it's like much more than that. I don't know about you guys. If any of you, John has done it before, done some cinematography.
It's you yelling, cut at us,
Yeah.
and
Put in
telling us
whatever
how to do my
artistic
different
sensibility.
But, anyways,
Well, also, isn't it like how it looks,
yes.
like how
Position,
So
shots.
the way it normally works, like out in the real world, at least to my understanding, I mean, we're all in high school, so we haven't, you know.
Yeah.
In the
we
real
don't-
world that we don't
do this for a
know.
living.
that we don't
In the
know.
wheel world.
And
It
so
doesn't exist.
basically, the director will tell the cinematographer like what they want to see, what their vision is, and the cinematographer sets that up. Because I'm director and cinematographer, I already know what my vision is, so I don't have to tell anyone. That cuts out man hours, which is good. And basically, you come up with how it's gonna tell the story by what you're seeing. So
Because there's a lot you can do.
There's a lot you can do. You can do pan, zoom in, zoom out, static shots, dynamic shots on a
Long
on a
shots.
handheld gimbal.
Get the
There's
right
just
cam.
there's a lot to think about. And with cinematography, for any tips I have, it's honestly, I mean, you can look up a bunch of techniques and stuff online, but the best way for me is just kind of, I mean, you don't have to necessarily get a script from a writer. Just kind of think of a story you want to tell, and then go out and practice. Like, think of how shots can portray. Don't think you have to do a bunch of fancy camera angles and stuff like that. Just think of how the best way to tell a story is and what emotion you're trying to get by whatever motion or angle you're going for.
Make sure your camera angle is better than a white girl Starbucks photo.
Yes, that is a good idea. Good idea, Zach.
I hit my
Words of
dog.
wisdom.
So do you want to talk about editing now, John?
Oh,
Since
dude.
both you and I have
We could
editing.
talk about why we hate our dogs.
The editing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Editing
Rafa-
sucks,
Rafa's
just know
done the
that.
editing on our stuff so far, but he isn't on the podcast. And John and I, Rafa is the best editor we have.
Yeah, but, like-
I'm still
like-
learning some new things and stuff. Rafa's been doing it longer than I have.
Yeah, I had to ask you and Ralph a lot to help me
Yeah.
out. But yeah,
I mean, from our experiences.
that just spree of short films that we have to do really teaches you a lot in
Yeah,
a
it
short amount of
does.
time.
Editing is only fun if you get to do slow mo.
Dude, my slow mo shots suck that I had to do.
So editing, the thing with editing is you also, it makes it easier when you're there with your cinematographer and your director because you're there. You gotta basically what you have to do is you have to tell a story through the shots. You're gonna have multiple shots that you gotta put together. Sometimes they're like multiple good takes. They did multiple angles, so you just don't need. And you have to go in and decide which ones are the best, which ones can portray the story the best, and which ones are gonna lead to a smooth transition throughout the plot and everything. And I mean, a lot of it is like tedious stuff like color grading and stuff. Personally, I love color grading. I know some people don't, but I think it's a great way to portray mood and stuff. And color grading is basically you go into your color wheel, you add, you have your red, green, and blue. You add in the highlights, midtones, shadows, stuff like that to kind of get the mood you're going for. Obviously, comedies do warmer colors, more action, drama, James Bond type thing. Like, have you ever seen Skyfall? There's a lot of blues and stuff.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones.
Skyfall
Yeah.
bothers me.
And in all the different locations, like
Isn't
the
Skyfall
north,
James Bond?
and then they got like the desert.
Skyfall is.
Like when they're in the north, the colors
James
are
Bond.
normally like the picture looks very blue.
Yeah.
I think it's cold. They're in the desert. It's really like orange and kind of
100 feet off the
warm
bridge
colors
on the
like
water.
that.
Yeah,
And that's about
Guys, you
yeah.
can't have separate
It's
conversations.
very, very
Yeah.
thing with the location and stuff, and it's got a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of things you can do in editing. Obviously, you can do your slow MLG stuff like that. I'm talking about. I love editing. I'm sorry. Actors, go.
Well,
Okay.
I'm sorry, can you and Noah please switch?
Why?
He's really loud and then you're really quiet.
Okay.
I think it is it less. Is it really the mic position?
Well, I don't know if the mic. It is mic position.
Mike?
Yeah,
Hear what?
tilt it
I can
again.
just
Move it.
switch.
Which
Actually, if I just switch with Zach,
Left.
then that should be perfect.
Alright, just
Zach-
switch
Oh, I'm
that.
switching with. Oh.
You're fine, Noah.
Take your
Alright,
water.
guys,
Let's
talk
repeat.
about.
Since
You
I
can
can sit
project.
here
I
back.
really can't. Alright, guys, talk about acting.
Okay.
Well,
so-
acting-
Oh, okay then.
Acting, well, it's fun. It's
They're
definitely
the ones that tell the
interesting.
story.
Yeah, we
Because
That
the story's
includes you.
about them.
no, I think we're primarily the people who are criticized because if the movie sucks,
Directors criticize.
we
as well.
suck.
But
No, we're the ones who get
Suicide
criticized.
Squad.
And then the writer just gets frustrated because I can't get you guys to do something.
yeah.
Because we're
I
the
was
face
yelling
of
at
everything.
Zach for like half the time.
So, any tips for actors or anything with?
Well,
Oh, and kind of give because you guys do stage acting too, so kind of
Yeah.
give the differences between stage and film.
Mhm.
Do the difference.
So, well,
okay, no one's gonna talk.
we can both.
Go-
we can
go-
both.
go
Okay,
together.
I was gonna say the main difference between stage and acting, a little bit different is in stage acting you have to project a lot more because especially if you're not using a microphone, you have to know how to actually get your voice out there because the audience, the auditorium is gonna be big. People in the back need to be able to hear you, so you have to know how to project your voice. But you can't be yelling. You have to be in control of your voice, speaking with emotion, and be able to change your tone
Yeah.
while also being very loud. And
I always
very
felt like that it was so hard to like convey like emotion when you're on the stage because it's so far away, and then it just kind of takes away like your facial expressions
Yeah.
almost because you can't really tell like by looking at somebody's face that far away what they're feeling. So that's kind of like film
It's
acting
okay.
a little more
Oh, yeah.
because yeah, you can do a lot more with a lot less. Like you don't have to project your voice as loud because
Yeah.
the mic's right there.
Unless you have our crappy mic equipment.
Yeah, I agree, Mason. In the plays that I've been in,
Yeah.
I've noticed you definitely have to be a lot bigger.
Yeah. So it's like almost less realistic.
Yeah, you have to
In
be.
that sense.
You can't be trying to act like a realistic person. You have
Well,
to
when
act.
we did Our Town, that one was a little different.
Well, that's
because
Well,
the
that-
audience
that's-
was
right there.
So
Yeah.
I think that was a little bit better.
Depending-
That's black box acting.
Yeah.
Is that racist?
No.
Depending on
Don't like me.
depending on where you are, stage acting can be a little bit less like you would normally act in real life. There's a lot more positioning and where you're facing, and of course you have to be a lot bigger and more flamboyant with your emotions and your and everything else. So I haven't done. I've acted a lot more on stage than on camera, so I can't really make an opinion on which I like better. But yeah, there's definitely a big difference. So you just got to master the differences that are there, and you'll be fine.
You know,
So,
We're not good enough to give you advice. Don't listen to our advice. We're crappy
can
people.
I add something real quick to that?
yeah.
Because I mean, from behind the
It's just
camera,
not weird.
I can see what's happening while you're actually doing it. While you guys are up there, you can only do. I mean, obviously you're doing what the script calls for and what you're calling for.
I have a quick question really quick, just to John. What's picking up the audio? Because Kevin is so much closer to the mic, yet it's picking up Noah much louder, and it's picking also Noah up much louder than me.
Are you sure it's on the mic and not on
On
your
the camera, that's what I
on
was
cam?
wondering.
On your laptop microphone.
Is it,
I don't know.
No, it's definitely that one.
It's definitely. Anyways, but just to add something real quick.
that's not what's really loud. Is it the video camera?
No, it's not even hooked up. All right. Anyways, to add something real quick, it's fine. Don't worry about it, guys. To add something real quick, when you're behind the camera, for certain things you have to exaggerate your movements, like you do in stage. Not as much as stage, but like when you're acting on film, you have to do it. Still, kind of like exaggerate your facial expressions, because the camera can only pick up so much. But at the same time, it is more realistic in a sense because you're not making huge gestures. You don't, cake your face with a bunch of makeup and to pick up your facial expressions and everything. But there's definitely a difference from at least what I can tell behind the camera.
I'd like to point out that we have 3 actors in this room, and all of us are Canadian.
Well, 4 if you count John.
John's not
John?
Canadian. John's not an actor.
John acts some.
I want to act, but I'm
He
not allowed
he
to.
wants that.
It's okay, John.
Shame.
We believe in you. Just
Alright,
like Mason
so-
wants to be a writer, and you want to be an actor.
So basically, moving on to our next topic is
It's sweet.
kind of the origin of the podcast name. This is kind of a brief segment, anyways. Origin of the podcast.
It's just a podcast.
Basically, we don't have any money to buy stuff. At least we did, and then we bought all our stuff.
no money.
We bought our cheap stuff, but yeah, that's why it's called Film Budget. Plus, it's kind of ironic in a way, like
Because
our
we have no budget.
actual film title, studio title. Sorry. Next, we'll talk about Loyal Employee. If you haven't seen that, that is on our YouTube channel. Mason, say your like, subscribe.
Oh yeah, please like, subscribe, and share.
You sell out.
Do that. So basically, behind the scenes, you guys, Noah wasn't there.
We had a lot of fun.
Sorry.
Oh, dude.
I remember. It was. Such
Oh,
a
what was
fun
that thing?
time.
When Rob
Rafa said.
Oh
You
my
kept on
God.
saying easy.
No.
Easy.
What was that one time? That one time, like, it was the best one. Like, it was. There was supposed to be a line that he was replying to Mason's, like, basically saying that's correct. That he would always say something really random.
Oh, he said.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He's
And-
like. Oh, it was like
I can't
that's
remember
the
what-
bingo or.
No, he said like it was like 2 words. He said like 2 words, but it was like you shouldn't hear them together. But he said them together, and it made no sense. It was just hilarious.
I don't know.
It was.
It's like easy, cheesy. I don't know.
Yeah, it was funny. I had a good time doing that.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Anyways,
And the pizza.
I'd also like
Pizza was
to.
good.
And the pizza was good.
Yeah, the pizza was good. We had Papa John's.
You wouldn't give me garlic.
Guys, we're not sponsored by Papa John's.
We're not sponsored by Papa John's, but they're
I
cool
want my garlic.
anyways.
Papa
Everyone
John's.
I wouldn't let you have garlic because you were wearing a suit.
I wanted the
Better
garlic.
ingredients.
Anyways.
Better pizza. Domino's.
No, it's Papa
Hey,
John's.
Domino's is pretty good.
Oh.
Anyways, behind the scenes there, we filmed at Trinity Episcopal Church in the Woodlands, Texas, which
I ordered Domino's.
we filmed at Trinity Woodlands, Trinity
Yeah,
Episcopal
big
Church in
shout out
Woodlands,
to
Texas.
them.
Thank you again for letting us film there. If you're watching this, they probably aren't, but thank you.
Just in case.
Yeah, that took a long time to do for
So-
no reason.
Yeah,
What?
John, do you want to talk about the writing for that?
Oh, dude, the writing. Well, apparently what happened was with all the names of the companies, I accidentally merged it with real life.
What?
But like, they're not real names. Like, they're derived off of something else. Like,
Okay,
okay.
gotcha.
Economy Vanguard. Like that was an actual.
But there's
That's an
CP in
actual
there.
company?
Yeah, it was a company for oil, I think.
Oh yeah.
That's a real company.
Yes.
We also
But it was just called Vanguard.
Oh, just
Oh,
okay.
okay.
But you added Economy Vanguard.
Yeah, and then Great Energy, which is probably real.
That is probably a real
Well,
Oh, just to add something.
And also the script mentions BP.
yeah.
Yeah.
Economy
Well,
Vanguard
they're
may
not
show
in
up
position
again in
to
some of
do
our
that
other
lawsuit.
stuff.
Probably. I think I already have it. In the
It
script.
may show up.
May.
May or may not.
May
Wink,
what
wink,
show up?
nudge, nudge,
What
cough,
show
cough.
What?
Show up what?
Waiting
for the copyright
strike
and
and
other
other stuff?
Kind of like
That'll be
Legos.
fine.
Hopefully they're not real.
No one's ever gonna watch this podcast.
Anyways.
We're 5 high school students in one of our houses
Yeah.
with
So,
our computer on a chair.
Hey, don't judge.
so we filmed it in one day.
Apple.
We did film that one
created
day.
by this.
Hey.
I think we finished ahead of schedule too. Like an hour before.
Well,
Yeah, we did. We did.
Then why are you saying it took unnecessarily
Because it took a
long?
month for
Well,
the video to come
Like
out.
the whole
Oh.
entire thing, not the filming itself, but the whole entire video.
Yeah, that was,
everything.
it just took no.
It took a
it
little
took so
while,
long.
but I like the way it turned out. I thought it was funny. Rafa did a great job editing, especially with the ending credits.
Yeah, I love
Oh, I love that scene.
That was funny.
That was nice.
You know, I should probably watch it.
Oh my god, we can make a reaction video.
That's true. I was
No, reaction videos are cheap. Come on.
I wasn't
We're gonna
here.
get sued by the Fine Brothers if we do that.
I was in
Alright.
London. Oh, we are gonna get sued by the Fine Brothers.
Guys, come on. Reaction videos are cheap. We're not gonna do those.
But I love reaction videos.
Alright.
Why?
Tyrone Magnus.
So what do we wish we could
I
have
know
done?
you hate
It's a
it.
sellout.
I know
So
you
for loyal employee, what do we wish we could have done better?
Better camera.
You don't like my DSLR?
Nope.
My camera's fine. Okay. It was the lighting in the room. Okay. I can't do anything about that, John. Unless
It's your
like
church, Kevin. You should have told them to have better lights.
How? I
We
mean,
were built in the
how are
70s.
you supposed to like get better lighting though? Like.
well, I mean, all right.
Yeah,
so
you could use like a,
you can
like
get
one of those-
diffusers,
and then also lighting kits that have like
lighting
stage
sets.
lights.
Yeah.
Can't you get like one of those like giant like just white screens?
Yeah, I could, but
But
it
that would look
costs
weird.
money.
Really?
No, you wouldn't see it though.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, you can get a diffuser and stuff.
You can make
Basically,
your
This is
own.
like the disc thing.
basically, we're kind of telling you guys we need money. We're gonna set up our Patreon page pretty
And
soon.
you are selling out right now.
We need to. Hey, we're not the sellouts because
No.
that would require us to selling out to.
Oh,
actual,
oh wait,
like,
I forgot.
companies.
We needed to say, this is sponsored by Ames. Hit send from the pen.
What?
What?
JK.
What is that?
Okay.
It's a video reference.
I've never heard of
Anyways.
it.
Let's see. Afterthoughts of the Lord employee. Like I said, I like the way it turned out. John, you wrote it. What did you think? Did you think it matched your vision
No.
I mean,
in
for
a
our,
way?
I mean, for our
In a
first
way, it
film,
Right.
for our first film, you know,
For a first
yeah,
film,
we
it's
gotta
not
start
bad.
somewhere.
I remember like 30 minutes of Kevin telling John, no, hold the boomstick higher, lower, hold it still,
That should've
John.
been-
John, you're in the shot.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
you know
I
what
can't
I
hold the
wish?
boomstick.
Zach, why
You know
are my
what
shoes?
Is that like there was like a short like blooper reel like at the end, like during the end
I know.
credits, that there it was like bloopers
Yeah.
of like the thing during the end credits.
Anyways,
I don't know.
we
thought
might
that was
release
cool.
bloopers for that. I still have the footage. I might do it.
Because there was a lot of bloopers.
There
There was.
Oh, I remember what Rafa said. I remember, like, okay, so Rafa was supposed
Yeet
to say
ski.
Yeet ski. I was gonna say Yeet ski.
Yeah, she did say
I
Yeet ski.
remember you had to was Yeet ski. I was
Oh,
about to say
that was hilarious.
it. It was basically like
Lots
Rafa.
of light technology for companies around the globe.
Yeezy.
Yes, we do.
Poor Noah. He's over there. He's like, what are they talking
So I understand your company business.
He messed up so many scenes by saying stuff
Yeah.
like that.
about? But I
That's
mean,
great.
we needed it though
Yeet
because
Yeah.
we were
Uh,
energy was not good, but that was good. Thank
I
you,
finally
Rafa.
remembered
Thank
Yeet
you,
ski.
Rafa.
Don't
So
thank him.
next
Yeet
we're
ski.
gonna talk about Star Trek Beyond.
I haven't seen
it.
Okay.
I don't care. I don't care.
So, Noah,
Was
did
it
you see
any
it?
good?
All right. Basically, I haven't seen it either, but I want to start by saying I've read the reviews. It looks awesome, based on trailers and what I've heard from people and what I've read in reviews. I'm excited to see it. I was upset that J.J. Abrams couldn't direct it. Another
He's the
Star
He's
Trek.
too busy.
I mean, he didn't direct it. You gotta, yeah.
I heard it was good, but not as good as the other two.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
I mean,
I forget because it's been a while since I saw Into Darkness.
oh yeah.
But I really like.
I liked.
I really
liked
liked the first.
The first one and Into Darkness. I
Yeah.
liked them both. John, you've actually seen it. So
Yeah, I'm the only one who has actually seen it, so
go for it.
I didn't really like it. I never really got into Star Trek, but I like the
Well,
actors felt pretty
Star Wars
blank.
kind of guy.
It's weird having them just portray them as their children, because it's just really weird.
Okay.
I've heard
They
that
sound like
one.
the
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Okay, really.
I heard that one Alien, the new Alien girl.
Yeah, yeah. I
character.
saw
I
it.
heard she was cool.
Yeah, she was a pretty good actress.
That's good. Noah, any comments for that?
Well, you know, I'm more of a Lord of the Rings kind of person.
Oh, that's the
Star
Star
Trek,
Trek.
Lord of the Rings.
Then
don't even like.
that's what I'm trying to say. I'm more of a Lord of the Rings person than I am of a Star Trek person.
What about Star Wars?
Star Wars.
So you're
is-
saying fantasy over sci-fi?
So you like
essentially-
Game of
But
Thrones?
anyways,
Oh
besides
yeah,
that,
Game of Thrones is legit.
have you read the reviews at all?
I haven't read the reviews, but some of my friends have all said that they really enjoyed it.
Well, that's good. So next we're talking about You wait for it. Suicide Squad.
I thought it was so bad, and I was so excited to see it.
Yeah, like it was a good movie, but it had so much hype, and they couldn't deliver.
Well, okay. I really liked the first trailer for the movie.
Yeah.
It was like
I like
it was really dark and kind of creepy, and then it was like, then Batman vs Superman came out, and everybody was complaining about how like dark it was, and it needed to be more funny.
No,
so
it's
then
not-
they went into
It's not even that it was dark. It was literally dark. As in the lighting was dark. It would be the middle
Yeah.
of the day, and then it's
Yeah.
still dark.
So here's the thing, though. Like, they want that aspect that everything's dark and mysterious.
They did,
but
yeah.
I like
But
that.
here's the thing. If there's no contrast, then it's not dark. Like,
So it's just
if
it
everyone
just is.
it's kind of like if everyone is special, then no one is special. Like,
Yeah.
everything was so
Was that
dark.
an Incredibles reference?
Huh?
If everyone is special, then no one is. That's an Incredibles reference.
It is an Incredibles reference. He
Yeah.
didn't mean to do it, but
It's just a common phrase, guys.
It
Well,
is
yeah,
a common phrase. They used it in
I
Incredibles.
like Batman vs.
Another
I like the
phrase-
director's cut for Batman vs.
I didn't see
I
it.
didn't. I don't like.
I didn't see
Yeah.
the
the extended
You haven't
version.
seen the extended cut?
No.
The
No.
extended cut is awesome.
Oh, I need to watch it.
It like it like
my parents
connects
bought
so
it on
many
on
things.
Apple TV. I haven't seen it.
Watching
It-
what?
Batman
It
versus
like
Superman
it
extended
like
edition.
closes so many like questions.
Oh really?
With-
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Did they close the question as to why there was a love story that nobody cared about?
Ooh,
Oh,
no,
savage.
No, they
Right,
didn't.
right,
They
right.
didn't yeet.
Some shit.
I may actually name it that instead.
Oh,
Yeetski.
Yeah.
Yeet
But I feel like
skeet.
Suicide Squad tried too hard to force the idea that not all the bad guys are necessarily bad, because they were really forcing the idea that not all these guys are completely evil.
It came.
They
They,
did a
they
really
did
good
it
job
all right
Diablo.
with Deadshot. They did all right with
No,
Deadshot.
And
Deadshot.
Diablo.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
saying
And
Diablo was
Diablo.
the
No
only
one else though.
But
Yeah.
nobody else. Yeah.
So I think this
No
is
other.
well, we're not done yet.
Well, no,
Yeah.
the comments for Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it seemed, just from what I've seen of the trailers, I've heard it wasn't a great movie, but from what I saw myself of the trailers, it did seem like they were really pushing you have to hear all sides of the story of this thing, otherwise you're accusing them of being evil, and not everyone's evil, all that kind of stuff. It's very cheesy in my
I
opinion.
just thought that
Uh,
they were just trying to make. They were trying to like make. Oh, cookies.
Nobody can see
Like
what's happening.
everybody was complaining about Batman vs Superman being dark, so then they went into reshoots to make it funnier, or not necessarily funnier,
Yeah,
but
but
like
here's the thing: if they
lighter.
don't have that stuff planned,
exactly.
then it's just a couple chuckles, and that's nothing to anyone else.
I didn't even
Yeah.
think it was that funny.
And
Yeah.
honestly, like,
Three times
the only character in Suicide Squad that I actually liked was Diablo. I did like Diablo.
Now, here's the main issue that they had. They had so many characters, so many main characters, that nobody would care.
Slipknot!
Yeah, like, but they had so many characters, and it ruined everything because nobody could focus on one.
It should have just been a Joker Harley Quinn movie, I think.
Yeah, and
I didn't like
here's the
Harley Quinn. I thought Harley Quinn was pretty bad, honestly.
Really?
No, but you know what? The thing
And
is, Jared
Hathaway.
Leto is a terrible Joker. He was awful.
I don't know about
I
that.
thought
one.
he was okay.
Yeah, I thought he was pretty good. He's not a Heath Ledger Joker, but he was a pretty decent.
I honestly thought he was awful as the Joker.
Okay, well,
You don't want no beef. You don't want no beef. You don't want no beef. Remember that part?
but
You sound like
Hey guys, there's one person watching the podcast on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Are you
It's
serious?
me.
okay,
Oh,
well,
I gotta play that card. Never mind.
Okay, guys, we need to focus on the topic of the Joker. They're actually trying to fans trying to sue over it because of so much false advertising. He's like in every single commercial, in every single poster,
And everything.
there was the Joker.
The
The Joker had like 20 minutes of screen time.
Yeah, they cut it all out. Like the Joker had a lot more scenes than they recorded.
Yeah,
them
but
all,
you
and then
can't
they
do
cut
that.
them off.
Yeah,
But
you
why?
can't do that. You can't hype it up that much
I know.
and have 20
That's what I'm
minutes.
saying. Like that's why they had all the promotional and then they cut it for a reason. And Jared Leto was actually very mad about it. He considered I heard somewhere he considered leaving because they were cutting out all of his scenes.
I would have rather him be in the movie for like 5 minutes
Yeah.
or like less.
Like he was in
Like be in it for
I
like
spoiled
a
something.
split second, or just not be in it at all. Versus how much he was in it.
he was barely there. I feel like he popped in the beginning, the middle, and the end. You never saw him in between. Just beginning, middle, and end. That's the only time the Joker was there.
But like they had, sorry, I want to revert back to the many characters. Like they had the Killer Croc, which no screen time at all.
Oh,
So I
he was there. He just didn't say anything.
Yeah, he didn't say anything, which is why
He was
nobody
okay.
cared about him.
He was just kind of.
And then what was like Link? Yeah, I'm
Link?
glad
Who the hell's
Link? Link? I don't know.
Link. There's no Link.
Slipknot or
Was it Slipknot?
the guy with the
The guy who
climbing?
climbed.
I don't
I'm
know
not
about, I don't know about
Oh, I'm
Peanuts,
sorry.
Noah.
I think he should. I'm glad he died.
Why
right
would
away.
they make it? Why would they make a team with him? Like, why would he be in the team?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm glad that they
For
killed
him
him.
to die.
That was so much fun.
Hey,
spoilers.
I
He
don't
saved the team. He's the true hero of the story.
And then who was it? And then he had Harley Quinn.
Boomerang.
Yeah,
Captain
Boomerang guy
Boomerang.
was also pretty insignificant.
He was kind of fun.
He just had his pony. No,
Yeah.
he was literally a one-trick pony.
Dude, that could have they could have actually had humor with that one, the pony thing, but they didn't use it.
How?
They they had like some weird ending as to where the pony was the one who actually killed one of the monsters. That would have been pretty interesting. That would have been good comedy.
How would the pony have done
Dude, they had to figure that stuff out.
that?
Yeah, guys, I'm about to
Like-
see if we can get us a lot of viewers
Hey, can you
because
toss me
he
a
ripped
butter
off the labels
sugar
for 2 of
cookie?
these cookies.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's nuts in them. So if I go into anaphylactic shock,
Okay. So
my parents are downstairs.
then who else was there? There was Harley Quinn who had the most screen time. And then
There's Katana.
Katana.
Katana who was pretty awesome significant.
I actually really like Katana, but I
Rick
because
Flag.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you know what really pissed me off?
What?
That Scott Eastwood's character.
Oh.
I
Oh.
thought he was gonna be like Nightwing or something special.
Right.
you're fine.
But
But he wasn't. He was just a soldier.
He was just a soldier that died.
He's a soldier.
He didn't
Did
die.
he die?
Yeah, he set off a bomb underneath the thing.
No, that was someone else. Wait, was that?
I was pretty sure it was him.
Okay, wait, hold on. Who was the? Who
Yeah,
was
these
the?
are massive spoilers.
Who was the? Yeah, I already said that. So.
Oh.
was
Yeah,
the-
spoiler warning if you haven't seen it.
I already
Guys,
spoiled the ending.
I actually
Who's
really
the-
like two characters.
Who's
It's
the
bad.
actor for the main soldier guy?
Rick Flag.
Yeah,
Who's the actor name?
yeah,
I don't know his name.
because he was. I know that the Scott Eastwood, he had no importance whatsoever.
No. I
No.
thought he was gonna be like Nightwing.
Like
No,
he was
I
just a soldier.
I actually really like Katana as a character, but I don't know. I might be biased towards Katana because her lines were in Japanese. And I actually understand a good bit of Japanese, so I knew what she was saying.
Really?
Yeah.
What was she saying?
Because he's a
Well,
weeaboo.
And honestly,
That's what I was
they had
thinking, too.
subtitles. I could understand what she was saying before subtitles. And it was just kind of funny to hear it because I laughed
Who
before
else?
everyone else in the theater laughed. It was kind of awkward.
The Enchantress. I hated her.
Oh my god, a
Yeah, it
thousands
wasn't
of
good.
year old being, immortal, like not aging, lives for thousands of years, tells the main character, you don't have the balls.
You don't have the balls.
I wonder when in like 1000
Yeah, but it's so
BC
stupid.
did
I
they
have a
say you
question.
don't have the balls?
So here's something that nobody really picked up on. Why did she randomly switch to English?
Well, that's just like a
Humans
movie
speak
thing.
English in front of the humans anyway.
I don't
Like
know.
they would still speak in that language, if I remember correctly.
I don't know. That's just like a movie thing.
That's
Speaking English.
weird.
It's probably just one.
You don't
I
have
feel like
the
they should have
balls.
committed.
Yeah. Okay, that was stupid.
But what else was happening in it? Joker was pretty insignificant. Harley Quinn
Yeah, you guys
was
talked about that.
cringy. Who was the other characters? I don't even remember.
I wish. I really didn't like the beginning. Like I know people say that was like the best part of the movie, but I really didn't.
Oh, what I really wanted
There's
actually
a
Because
was
it
weird
felt, the beginning felt like a really long trailer for the movie.
the
With
ending
like
actually made me mad because you know how at the end basically they defeated the Enchantress and then the Black Lady just walks out and they're gonna all walk away and then she just pulls out her watch like no you're going back in jail. What I really wanted to happen, you know how the American soldier that was like fought the final battle with them, kind of saw they all did their thing. And he kind of looked disappointed that she was gonna throw him back in jail. I wanted him to just shoot her watch, like her wristwatch that had the faces on it.
or just shoot him.
No, it was
Yeah.
it was her phone.
Her phone, whatever is on it. No, I wanted to be the American soldier, just betray her and shoot it right there and say these people are walking free.
Well, what if it like broke and it like killed them all? Anyway?
No, because we saw it. He broke his own and didn't do anything.
Oh.
He smashed his own.
Hmm.
Like I hated that. Black
I
Lady.
wish that by the
wish
end
he
of the
died.
movie, Rick Flag would have been more friends with them. Like I wish he wasn't such a jerk to them.
Well, at the end after the final battle, it kind of felt like he was. 'Cause they
I
were
guess
all-
a little bit.
After
He was
the
a real
scene in the
jerk.
bar.
He was a real jerk
Yeah.
to them the whole time. And
But
I
I
wish
feel
he just kind of lightened up.
The bonding scene that was supposed to be there was when they were all in the
In
bar.
the bar. No.
William Killer Croc says one of his very few lines. I'm beautiful.
B.E.T. or something.
He's like, not me, baby. I'm beautiful on the outside. So I calls them all ugly.
He is.
What was it?
I don't know.
I thought Deadshot was cool. I like the Batman parts. That was
Like
it.
the 2 parts.
I like. Did you see the thing with him at the end?
No, I didn't. I didn't stand there.
Why wouldn't you stay, dude? Yeah, it was him as Bruce Wayne, and he went to go talk to Amanda Waller, and he was so it like doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah,
like,
Bruce Wayne
with
makes
the
a deal with the black
continuity.
lady.
He makes a deal with her that she gives him like the files, and in those files it has like Aquaman, the Flash, but it also has like Harley Quinn and somebody else. I think it was Deadshot. And then this was like and now he's going to make his Justice League.
Dude, the weirdest cameo I ever saw was the Flash's. That was so strange to put in there.
Well, because Boomerang is his villain.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Boomerang's part of the Flash's rogues.
Yeah,
The Flash is from Australia?
The
No.
Boomerang is just like in his rogues gallery.
But he was in Australia, so why would the Flash be there?
Because he's the Flash, he can be
Maybe
anywhere
the
he wants
Flash-
to be. He can go back in time by running so fast. You
What an
realize that,
arrogant
right?
prick.
Well, yeah, but like, but why would he go all the way to Australia? Like, there's plenty of stuff to
He
do
can make it
here.
to Australia in 1 second, dude.
Yeah, but there's like plenty of stuff that he could be doing in
1
America.
second seems like a stretch.
Or like in his own city or whatever.
Yeah, just because you can go to Australia doesn't mean you go there.
Right.
I don't
Well,
know.
I guess he
Just
was.
I mean, I could probably get into North Korea.
Actually, it
but-
makes a little more sense because
I don't know
they
if I'd
said
want
he
to do
had like broken into every single bank in Australia, which is kind of ridiculous. But
Okay, so, who...
I never saw Ghostbusters.
Okay, so for the brother... Yeah, we're not there yet, come on.
Yeah, we're not there. Okay.
For the brother of the Enchantress, like, he
Stupid.
seemed so cool until he started fighting them. Like, he was just a wimp at that point.
No, he did really good until Diablo went like literal demon mode.
Yeah, but like,
Where
I feel
was
like
that
he
the
should have...
whole time?
Do you remember Diablo? Do you not remember Diablo's whole backstory?
I remember that, yeah, but
He refused to use his power because he killed his wife and kid by accident with
Yeah,
his powers. And that's
yeah.
kind of like when he came clean with us. He doesn't want to be the bad guy anymore. He turned himself in. Like, he was too powerful in the cash. He turned himself in when he realized he didn't want to hurt anyone anymore. And he said it himself like, he's like, I'm not going to use my powers. But at the end, he realized he can use his powers to save people. And so he went like full demon mode and fought the brother and sacrificed
Okay, you don't
himself.
have to keep going into detail, though.
I
told
feel
you I was
like
a fair character,
I feel
so-
like
I
But, like, what
could
should have happened then?
elaborated a little more.
Ghostbusters.
We're not there yet.
I
But,
you know what?
we've
Yeah,
been
this,
talking
guys,
about it
this,
forever.
Yeah, this is kind of going on.
well, okay, fine.
So
Consensus, I hated it.
basically, we're just bashing.
Yeah, it wasn't that
Suicide
good.
Squad.
I didn't
Diablo was
like
the one character I liked.
it. I
Okay,
didn't like it.
next
saw the characters.
is
Your
we're
mom
talking
said
about
the character
Ghostbusters.
It was terrible.
I never saw
I
it.
never saw it.
We can still
Thoughts
talk
on
about it,
that?
though, because it was a
I absolutely love the original.
Don't watch it. It's bad.
Don't watch the new one. The original's awesome.
I've never.
Nothing can beat the
It's been
original.
a while since I've seen the old one.
No idea why they had to remake that.
It's not a remake.
Yeah, there was no prompting
There's
for
a-
it.
There's a completely completely new cast.
Still, but like,
But, like,
the,
why
the,
would
the
they-
whole idea.
A female Ghostbusters.
I heard that it's like.
I'm not bashing that it because it was female. It's just I don't like it.
It was
I don't
bad
think you
movie.
should have messed with the original.
I heard that it was like $70 million short of breaking
Yeah.
even. So that it's likely they'll not make a second one.
Oh, I hope not.
It's really weird because they had a pretty good cast though. Like
Yeah.
they had
I like the
they had
actors.
Chris
yeah.
Hemsworth or was it Liam? I don't know.
Chris.
Chris Hemsworth and then two
Thor.
SNL members.
The two, yeah.
And then who were the other two? I don't remember.
Was-
Wait, no, it was
was
three because of Vanessa
Christian Wiig and Melissa McCarthy,
It
Leslie Jones.
It had awesome actresses.
So it was like three of them were casting crew. Well, wait, what was the fourth one? 'Cause it was,
I don't know that Amanda isn't Amanda something.
oh yeah, I guess it was all SNL.
I don't know.
So they
Yeah.
had another train wreck because they had the other one, train wreck.
With the what's her face?
Vanessa Bayer.
Wait, I thought Trainwreck was Amy Schumer.
Yeah, it was.
I heard that was a good movie though.
I heard it.
I never
I heard
saw
it failed though.
My mom liked it.
But
Same.
anyways, one of the things I want to talk about is how they like tried to remake the
Something that was
Ghostbusters
already
theme.
great. Oh really?
Yeah,
Should
they
remake
tried to
what?
remake the Ghostbusters scene with like Missy Elliott and like I forget who the other person was. Anyways, they released it and then everyone was like bashing it because it was just bad. I mean, yeah, there's no other way to describe it.
That's like Suicide Squad took 21 Pilots to remake Bohemian Rhapsody. It
It was
sounds
not-
terrible.
It wasn't one of the
Not
Pops, it
good.
was someone else. But
Oh,
yeah.
it was a Panic at the Disco.
Yeah, Panic at the Disco.
I still didn't like it.
No, I didn't.
I did.
either.
Okay, so for the Ghostbusters, trying to think. What was I gonna say?
I don't
Too
know.
much CG. I could tell that from the trailer.
I have a question. Why do they use a female cast? Is
I
it?
don't know.
Feminists.
Was there any prompting for that? Other than,
I mean, I don't know.
Appease
Symbol
feminists.
of equality.
I heard all the male characters in it were idiots.
yeah, I heard that they were all
Or
killed
they were
off.
either mean or stupid.
So they're appealing to feminists.
Exactly.
So that's great. That's exactly what the people wanted.
Yeah.
I don't know.
$70 million says otherwise.
Good point. Good point. All right. So.
All right, so we're gonna just jump to Tales from.
Oh, I
Is that
where we are?
So it's one of the least important things, and we should talk about casting
No.
director.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
So.
yeah. You know?
We'll skip the favorite films and least favorite films.
Yeah,
we'll
that's
say
not
that for
important.
everything. We'll talk about preview cast and crew. Cast and crews are John. You talk about
Okay, so Cast and Crew is pretty much having a kind of a sitcom-esque series that's gonna follow kind of a weak plot going on, and it's pretty much just having us as cast and crew that are from the studio,
Hey, it's raining.
just with just a bunch of scripts, and then we just kind of go through it. So
like
I think the first for the
The
pilot.
first cast crew one is the
pilot.
chip.
chips.
Yeah.
Chips. Yes, chips.
I know.
I
Get through it.
know.
He's talking.
John's like, I wrote it. I know. I'm gonna
Guys,
spoil it.
Go ahead, John.
All right, so we have a pilot coming out soon.
Brief synopsis.
I try and put microchips in everyone's brains because I want to brainwash them all into being my slaves and get back at them.
We're
I thought-
rejecting all
And we'll leave it at that.
Don't you love starch?
And we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Oh, don't you love starch?
All right, now for the actual segment that I wanted to go to was Tales from Zach.
Oh, that's we're doing this. Okay.
Impromptu.
No,
Go.
it's not. It's not. I know what I was going to talk about.
True story. Go ahead.
Yes, this is actually a true story from when I was younger. I can't say I remember my exact age, but years ago, where my underwear and my pants saved my life.
What?
It's a true story. So,
How old were you?
I said I don't remember. It was a few years
Oh.
back. I wasn't like too young. I was definitely like maybe 11, 12, something like that. You know, I don't know.
Narrate it like a soap opera.
No. But I don't know about wherever you're watching this.
All right,
from, where you
narrate
live.
like a famous movie.
I am just going to narrate this, and you are going to listen, boy.
Stop interrupting him. Go.
So I don't know wherever you're watching, where you live. But here we have some trees where normal
What kind of trees?
I'm going to describe said trees.
You should have stopped around.
So normal trees, you got one big trunk going up, and it's got branches coming off. But we got trees here where there's one trunk, but then this one trunk disappears out like a bunch of trunks go in a bunch of different directions. There's no one main trunk. And they're really fun to climb because they're really wide and they're still tall. It's really fun to climb because there's a lot of big branches. And in one of these trees, I started climbing. And I climbed, and I climbed, and I climbed too high. And the branch that I was standing on decided
How
it
high
did
up were you?
pretty high.
Specifically, I want.
Oh, here, let's give it.
I want guesstimations.
Like as
guesstimate.
high as like we are right
The-
now, looking
No,
outside.
I don't realize.
No, not the height. It's not the height that would have killed me. I'll get to what would have killed me probably, but it was pretty decently
AIDS.
high. And so the
AIDS
branch
kills you.
was too thin and did not hold my weight, and it snapped. And so I meant the reason the tree was important is because, like I said, it's one of those trees where there's one trunk and then it branches into a bunch of different ones. And the way I was falling, I was like basically like flat, and my stomach was facing the ground. And the way I was falling was my face was lined up in the part where the trunk where it all splits in the different directions. So my face was going to hit in that split, which would have shattered my face, and the rest of my body would have kept falling, and probably maybe snapped my neck if I didn't already die from my face being smashed into a place where a tree separates into many, many trees, kind of in a way. But as I was falling, there was a branch, and it didn't have a branch. This branch didn't have another branch coming off of it, but it had a nub, like a little tiny nub coming off of the branch, like kind of like this. Like if this was a branch right here, if you can see this, my face is like a nub. And this, I don't know what is everyone is behind the camera and what is so funny, but I'm going to keep talking. Oh, my face. Great. Hi.
Continue.
You know, I was trying to make an illustration with my hand, and that doesn't work because yours doing it with my face.
All right.
All right.
And I can eat like a pig without anyone seeing it.
So basically, there's a nub coming off this branch, so it wasn't, and it hooked my pants. It tore a hole through my pants and my underwear, but not all the. It didn't cut all the way through, luckily. And so I was hanging there, about 5 feet from where it would have smashed my face by my underwear on a tree.
Wow.
And so,
What brand of underwear was this?
Fruit of the Loom. Fruit of the Loom underwear.
Durable stuff.
Fruit of the Loom saves lives.
It saves lives. And then, so eventually, after calming down, I managed to, like, unhook myself and eventually work my way down.
Start a hashtag. Fruit of the Loom.
Fruit of the Loom saves lives. And that is the time my underwear
Fruit of the Loom
saved
lives.
my
Story
life.
of life.
It is a true story.
All right,
It was very scary, actually, because I almost died.
next,
I just wanted to say.
I'm going to show you our new intro.
Ooh, I could tell. I have a true story though. It's very interesting.
No, we can see you eating, by the way. Is this about last night, Noah? Is this true story have to do with last night?
The ding dong ditching.
The ding dong ditching?
Yes, it does.
Oh dear, that was scary. That was terrifying.
The intro.
All
Alright, everyone
All
gather
right, I'll tell
around.
a story. If you want to hear about how I nearly got arrested, stick
Hey, wait,
around.
I'm part of this story too. Don't forget me. I was
But I'm a
there.
better storyteller.
Dude, this
Wow,
Wood,
that's
it's
insulting.
like a whole nother world in here. Like, do you have your own like Kroger in here?
Can you have your own Kroger?
Do you?
We have a gym
you have
and a
Kroger?
restaurant, but we don't have a
Oh,
Kroger.
what
Gather
is it? A
around,
nice
Kroger.
restaurant?
Yeah, you have to wear a collared shirt, otherwise they ask you to leave.
Wait,
Later.
do you catch up on it or not?
Quite
I
literally,
haven't
like
seen
they've asked me to leave because I
Wait,
forgot
do
to wear
my
a collared
plaid
shirt.
shirts count as
The
college?
one in
Yeah.
the
Okay, then I can just walk
the
in
one in the
anytime.
group
I always wear
it
plaid shirts.
wasn't the
You can't
same
pay
quality.
cash though. You have to have an account.
Alright, you guys ready?
And like, what do you mean, like an account?
Meaning you have to have a
Like a bank
membership
account.
to the club.
Oh, gee.
And it
Well,
costs
don't
money.
you live here? Don't you automatically get a membership to the club?
No.
Okay, so
I feel like you would live in here.
Nope.
If you lived
That's
in here.
stupid.
Do you?
You have to pay extra money to have a membership. But yes, we do.
Carlton Woods is stupid.
Don't
You can-
announce where I live.
what?
Wow.
Yeah, everyone knows.
Thanks, Zach.
The CW.
I'm
Alright,
gonna
the
sadly
CW.
eat my
You
Chinese.
One
guys,
person.
alright, quiet, listen. Can you grab my speaker? Sorry.
Do you really need it?
The Carlton
Yeah.
Forest.
Because I want everyone to be able to hear.
The Stevenson.
The Carlton dance.
The Carlton Shrubbery.
So-
No, the Stevenston Shrubbery.
To change the subject,
But
here
it's- oh,
is
this is
our
your
new
intro?
intro. This was made in After Effects / Premiere.
That looks.
Basically, the whole like video part was made in After Effects,
Dun,
and the
You're like, you made my job so much harder. Now I have to edit that out.
the audio itself was made in.
Yes.
The audio was put in during in Adobe Premiere. So
Adobe.
here is the.
A bro.
It's not like they can get in here anyways.
So here is
Huh?
the
It's not like they
new
can get in
intro
here anyways.
for Royal Freelancer
Security's too
Studios.
tight.
Alright, here we go. Oh, it's lagging hardcore. Let's go back to the beginning now.
I feel like that beginning chord is about to drop into the Phantom of the Opera main theme.
No.
So there's our intro. I'll play it one more time.
But
Hopefully
straight
it
up,
won't lag
am I the
as
only one who thinks that? It sounds like it's about
It
to go into
sounds
Phantom
cool,
of the
yeah.
Opera.
bad. I really like how. Now the reason I kind of did it so cinematically like this is we're Royal Freelancer Studios. Our whole name is ironic, so I thought our intro should be ironic as well.
What's
What's ironic
intro?
about the intro?
Well, it's cinematic and we're not cinematic.
Well,
You're the
try-
same-
much
I tried to be.
irony.
I try to be.
Well, look at these peaks, guys.
Hey,
John's
we
getting
will
back with these peaks.
This will be on our new cinematic
Look at these
comedy
PX.
film, which I already have an idea for. It's gonna be awesome.
That's a thing. I didn't know we were doing that.
Yep.
Saw, dude. What do you
Well, the last thing on the agenda is
Oh.
Kevin stop
Oh.
saying so basically.
Yes.
want?
I'm sure.
Well, basically.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about short films coming up, John.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess I stole my seats.
There you go, John. Have
Yeah.
I'll man the camera.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a beautiful camera.
John.
I don't even know anymore. I have so many. In
Oh,
here.
hey.
No, just
Can we talk about the Canadian thing?
Yes. Let's talk
Because
about the Canadian one.
I don't know how we're gonna make it.
No, dude,
Talk
we can
about
do
it.
it. We can do it.
Talk
what-
about it.
Because we need
Donate.
tents for like the army camp.
Dude, we can do
I
that.
have tents.
I have
I
I'm
have
a Boy
I might
Scout.
have a 10.
We need.
We can just
Like,
do.
do we need? I guess we don't need like soldier uniforms because we can
No.
get by with just like leather.
Just tell them
tents
about
and
the
stuff.
idea.
All right.
Serious stuff.
Road
Well-
backwoods. You should do the. They're not actually in the army. They think they are. They're the road backwards.
Okay, this is why
We,
you're not right.
already
So-
got. We already got our idea. My idea that John helped me create.
Yes.
So it's called the 14th Regiment of the British Columbian Army of Canada,
Yeah.
and it's these group of soldiers that are led by a man named Robert.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Robert LaSalle.
Is it Robert Latricio?
no, his name is just Robert.
No, it's your mom.
And he's the leader of this group of soldiers in this Canadian army. And in the past, his best friend, Robert's best friend.
Is he have a name?
No, just a synopsis. Don't give too much away.
Okay. So
do you
they're
wanna-
looking. So they're looking for this guy or thing that stole the maple syrup.
And that
their
we're gonna-
sacred maple syrup.
And we're gonna leave it at that.
Okay, we can
yeah.
just leave it at that.
This is why we need to work on pitching.
I really wish I
Yeah,
knew how to
we
zoom
can
in
just
on
work-
this.
we can just leave it at that.
All right.
I want to
so-
zoom in on his face.
So,
Yeah, you-
anything else we want to mention in this podcast, dog?
Dude, I think we're done, dog.
We done?
Oh, yeah.
We done? What?
And on that bombshell,
I heard
thank you and
scratching
good
noises.
night.